Hi everyone, hope that you're doing well. I wanted to come on today to talk about what it means to have a rockstar mindset. So, this is something that you might have heard me talk about, and it's something I'll definitely be talking about more often from now. Is all around, I guess, about the last year, I've been leaning into this kind of rockstar mindset. For me personally, it's one of my core values, core feelings of being kind of luminously rockstar. Um, and I just started to kind of figure out what the link is between being a rock star, having that rock star mindset, and being an athlete. So you don't need to be a musician, you don't need to be a rock star in order to tap into the rock star mindset. So I've made a few notes about some key areas around what it takes to have a rock star mindset, and maybe some kind of things that you can take away to then actually apply in your own life, whether you're watching as an athlete or any other person. I think this is applicable to all of us. So the first one is around self-belief. So that kind of having that belief that you can do anything that you put your mind to, and that will give you the drive to then go and take the action, the aligned action, to then actually go and achieve your dreams. But in order to even make that action, to actually make it happen, you need to have that self-belief in the first place. So that's sort of the first point, and being like unapologetically you. So being aligned with who you are, being authentically you, showing up in the world as you, and being completely unapologetic for being you. The second one is around the need to have a positive mindset in order to succeed. And this is something that rock stars often kind of feel, I guess, is that feeling of positivity, like tapping into that, focusing on feeling good, doing what feels good, and then having that sort of positive mindset in order to succeed your dreams. Not afraid to create change. So being a risk taker, um, not afraid to try stuff, and then if you fail, you know what, you've learned something from that and you can grow. So not being afraid to take that step in the first place, again, if it feels good, if it feels like it's something that's in alignment. So I think rock stars are really in alignment with themselves, with their values, with their purpose, definitely with sense of purpose. So not being afraid to kind of create change. The next one, which I've done a video on this week already, is around surrounding yourself with good people and treating them right as well. Keeping your support system nurtured, which, if you haven't seen my video, I put one out earlier in the week, all around surrounding yourself with people that help you to feel good. I don't know about you, but I tend to deflect drama. I don't want to invite drama into my life, which means that maybe at times I'll avoid people that will bring that kind of negative energy, because I don't need to be surrounded by that. So it is that kind of focusing on surrounding yourself with good people, people that will bring you up, and likewise you will bring them up as well, and you will grow together on this journey. So the next one is this kind of sense of having a purpose that I talk about time and time again. So having this like big, audacious or unreasonable dream, some people talk about, but unreasonable might feel like, well, that's something that you can't have. It's unreasonable. But kind of big, audacious dream, but the acronym for that is bad. So I'm gonna have to work out another thing. But that big dream, that sense of purpose, if you're I'm just thinking about when I was at school and having friends that were in bands, having that purpose and drive is going to get you out of your playing in your friend's garage and then selling a stadium. I mean, that's some huge step. But whatever your like sellout stadium dream is, in an athlete context, whatever the drive is, whatever your big why, your purpose, and if you're not quite sure on that, it's something to really get clear on. And I'm always here if you want to talk through with somebody, because it can really help to just bounce ideas off someone. So having that sense of purpose, that big why, that's going to keep you going. Having a growth mindset, so I touched on this earlier, is learning from your failures, not seeing them as losing, but actually seeing it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, an opportunity to further develop yourself, and to then get better and better and live your best life. Yeah, definitely focusing on that growth mindset. That's something we can learn from this kind of rock star mindset. Differentiate yourself from your competition. So focusing on what makes you you. So I've said about your big why, you've got your why, your sense of purpose, but actually what's unique about you? And you might be thinking kind of as an athlete, maybe that is your identity, but it definitely isn't. There's something that makes you you and makes you unique. So finding that out, spending time to delve into that, what are your strengths? There are some amazing tools out online. Again, I'm really happy to share any, which can help you to find out what your strengths are. So I did one yesterday. I like doing strengths tests because also they make you feel good. If you do like strength, get strength reports and things, and someone's telling you really good stuff that you're good at, that all that can do is make you feel good. So my one came up with my strengths were as a coach, which is good, seeing as I am a coach, a storyteller, a connector, I think was one, an ideator, so someone that has a lot of ideas, an empathizer. So that's a big one for me, which can be a strength and a weakness as well. So if you're an empathizer like me, I'm going off on a tangent, but it's really important to create boundaries so that you don't take on everybody else's feelings and the weight of the world, but actually finding a way to kind of to be there for other people, but not taking all of their emotions on, to kind of having that energetic boundary. Anyway, so that focusing on what makes you you is a really key factor in this kind of rock star mindset. And then taking action. So once you've got your dream, your big purpose, it's then taking aligned action, which is something I use a lot in my method. The aligned athlete method is about actually taking action, creating the steps, creating the plan to get you to that dream. Because without that plan, without those steps, it's going to stay a dream. It's never, ever going to become a reality. So I had to make notes because there was so much to tell you. So I've got a couple more points. So another one is about staying curious. So, delving into this rock star mindset is about staying curious, having an open mind and an open heart. Really kind of, like focusing on experience and seeing like where the journey is going to take you, trusting in the process, staying curious, not getting stuck, not letting things become stale. So for me, that's a massive thing, is trying new things, learning new things, meeting new people, going on adventures. As I'm saying that, I'm also thinking, yeah, but you really like home comforts too. And I do. And maybe that's what makes me me. There, we all have completely different aspects of our life. You can be adventurous and still really enjoy home comforts. But staying curious, focusing on that, open heart, open mind. The last one, which is the most important, is tapping into your soul. So finding out what lights your fire, and then going after that thing every single day. And this is where I focus a lot on core feelings. So rather than chasing the bucks, it's focusing on how, like, I don't know, say if you want to do an Ironman event and you're not necessarily chasing that event, and this might sound bizarre as I'm saying it, there's a feeling, there's a reason why you're doing it, and there's a particular feeling that you're going to get from doing this event, or if you've done it multiple times, beating your PB or whatever it is that you're striving to get. You're striving for a feeling. So tapping into your soul, finding out what lights your fire, and then chasing that feeling and doing that activity which is going to bring that feeling, chasing that every single day. So say if it's the fact that you're an achiever, you like to achieve things, don't only put that achievement feeling on I don't know, when I get a pay rise at work, I'm going to feel like I've achieved. When I win the race, when I beat my PB, I'm going to feel like I achieve. Because what about that whole journey to that place? Or what about if you miss that, and you don't get it? That's just going to knock you. So if you want to feel like you're achieving, what are the little things that you can do each day, every single day, regardless of what's going on around you? But what can you do to help yourself feel the way that you want to feel? So I hope that makes this kind of rock star mindset a little bit more relatable, because it's a term that you'll hear me talk about time and time again, because it's a term that resonates with me personally. But I think it's really applicable in the sports world as an athlete. You can really tap into this rock star mindset. It's fun, it's creative. Wild and free is one of my core feelings that taps into this whole kind of rock star mindset, rock star feeling. You don't need to be a musician, you don't need to be a rock star in order to feel a rock star mindset. Do let me know if this resonates with you. If there's anything that you're not sure of, if you've got questions, drop me a message or leave me a comment below. I'd really love to hear from you, because this is quite a new thing that I'm starting to talk about in the kind of the sports world for athletes. So do let me know. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch up with you soon. I'm doing a live this afternoon over on Instagram with Natalie Danza, who is a dance anthropologist and life coach. And we're going to be talking about the importance of dance, embodied movements, staying healthy, keeping fit. And yeah, all of the stuff that I've been kind of talking about on here. So it'll be really great to be joined by someone else. So do join us with that conversation. We'll be on at 2 o'clock this afternoon on my Instagram at I am Rosie Mead. Have a great day.